Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be giving my top 10 tips for any aspiring esthetician student, or currently licensed esthetician looking to just gain some advice in the industry. Okay, so the first thing I have written down is know that you're passionate. This is really important because I feel like a lot of people will go into the industry because they think it's fun. And while it is fun, it is also very important to be passionate really about anything that you do in life, because you're not going to love it unless you're passionate about it. You're going to find yourself feeling burnt out, or it's just going to feel like work if you're not passionate. So just make sure you're passionate and that you're not doing it because you see somebody else doing it. That's most important. Number 2 is pay attention and ask questions. Definitely make sure you guys pay attention in school, like in class. Please make sure you pay attention. That was one thing that I was very serious and strict about. I've always just really liked learning, so learning was one of the most important things to me. The science of what you guys get taught. You're gonna go over a lot of science-based, heavy parts of the chapter, and that was my personal favorite because that's whenever I felt like I fully started to understand the skin and what our purpose was for the skin and what we treat and what we don't treat. So yeah, definitely just make sure that you are paying attention. Take notes. Oh my gosh, be extra with your notes. Like, you can't be too extra. Dumb it down to as much as you need it to be dumbed down to. It's a lot to take in and it's a lot to remember. But if you take good notes, because I took good notes, but I could have took better notes. If you take great notes and you ask questions, and this is one of those situations where you cannot care about keep raising your hand and putting the class behind. And if your teacher is a good teacher and they see that you're not grasping, they should sidebar you after class. And I'm sorry, but my school wasn't the best, but it offered at least after school like tutoring, and you could catch up on your hours or whatever the case may be. And the educator is also a big key factor to your education. Your niche in the industry. So your niche means, you guys know what a niche means. So basically you just find that little corner that you just nestle into and you're just like, oh, I love it, this is what I do, whether that be lashes, microblading, permanent makeup, just bridal makeup, just photo shoot glam, just going out glam, facials, hydrofacials, organic facials, facials with machines, facials without machines, facials without steam, cold facials. It could be so many, there's so many things that you could like dive into in this industry. It's really limitless to the amount of things that you can do. Medical esthetician, you have to work under a doctor, have your MD, Botox, you have to go back to school. But find your niche, figure out if you want to do waxing. Waxing is like a whole nother industry within the industry because it's a different etiquette and approach about how you are when you're a waxer versus how you are when you do lashes or facials. Completely different. But find your niche. Once you find your niche, you will just feel like your purpose and your passion is so much more clear if you have found your niche. And if you have not, just find it. You can DM me, you can ask me, hey, how did you know that you wanted to do facials? How did you know you wanted to do brows? I'm open, I'm an open book, just come and ask. Make friends and go to trade shows. The biggest mistake you can do in esthetician school is to not make friends. Do not go into this because yes, aesthetic school is majority females. Do not go into this with a preconceived notion of I'm just going to be dealing with BS all day and cattiness all day. While that still does happen, you still need to keep a positive and open mindset, because the energy that you were pouring out is what you're going to attract. So if you go into it like, I don't want to make friends, guess what? You're not going to make any friends, and the people around you are going to feel that, you're not opening up to them. So I made some of the best friends that I still have to this day and will be in my life forever, I'm sure. Like bridesmaids and all, like we are attached at the hip. We met on the first day of class, literally every single one of them. We just started talking. Nobody in my class did not talk to one another. Now I have like 4 or 5 best long life friends that also do the same thing that I do. Like, how much better could that get? We're like sisters now. Imagine if, and I am shy. I'm a shy person when it comes to like new settings, like first day of school, all of that. I hate it. I'm cringing on the inside. I hate being the one to like get up and talk and that share my interests. Not that I don't want anybody to know, but I'm just always like, what if nobody is like the same as me? Like, I don't know why I feel like I'm a weirdo, but make friends, be friendly, make friends, be open to meeting new people. This is the first time I've ever had friends that are not the same age as me. Like, I'm talking 10 like decades apart, but we're still so close. It's literally the best thing in the world. Work in a spa when you are in school. I cannot stress this enough. Work in a spa. Do it. I started working in a spa, I would say you could say second semester, because I was a full-time student, 9 months. In the state of Georgia, you have to do 1,000 hours. I started working in a spa towards the end of when we were getting into clinicals, or right before we got into clinicals. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted. But yes, work in a spa. It'll really help you understand the industry. It'll really help you understand the in and outs of the industry. It'll give you a little bit of more savviness with dealing with clients and how to answer clients and it not be such a customer service shock value, because what some people will fail to realize is that this job is heavy on the customer service, and for the longest I was not, and I'm still not to this day, but it's something that you kind of really have to learn. I'm not a big customer service person because I'm not a big talker. That's why these videos were hard for me to start making, because I'm not really big on just being so boom and die and sell. So selling was also another thing that I got semi-good at and got better at working at a spa for about 2 years before I worked for myself, which I also recommend. Do not work for yourself straight out of school. You may think you're ready. Now it's completely different if you already have people ready to book and but even then you're still taking a really, really big risk, because the retention, you're new, you need to be around a good training structure, a good supportive product line with training. You kind of will have to put out a lot at first to make sure that you're receiving all the extended education that you should and need to be getting after you get out of school, because school does teach you a lot, but it doesn't teach you everything. This one is very, very important because, like I said, this is a very female-heavy industry, and I feel like this happens a lot now, especially that social media is a lot more popular. But please don't compare yourself to anyone else, even if they're doing the exact same thing as you or completely different. If they're doing something completely different, you shouldn't even be worried about them, like, seriously. But if someone's doing the similar craft as you, encourage them. Like, even if y'all are in the same state, what you guys fail to realize is, and even I'm guilty of this in the beginning, you feel like, oh, she's gonna take my client, or oh, like, they're gonna take my client, but the clients are going to cling on to who they like, honestly. And it can even be down to technique. You guys can have two completely different techniques as well, and the client will completely favor her technique over yours, or his technique over yours, or they may have been going to Bob this whole time and now they come to you that once, and then they come to you forever because they're like, oh, I love you so much more. It could be technique, it could be personality, really a good combination of all those things, like when you mix a cake together: technique, personality, professionalism, precision, and results. All of that is what really will keep your clients coming back, and they're gonna choose. You don't have to worry. There's no competition. There's heavy competition, but there's no competition in this industry, because also what we do is so personal that once you create that personal connection with that person, they're gonna be there forever. You guys become like little besties. They become your little angels. So guys, like, you really have to practice self-care very heavily, because our hands and wrist, oh my gosh, like mine, I have carpal tunnel a little bit at this point, but definitely make sure like you're getting massages regularly, you're taking a little hiatus, a vacation, whatever you need to do, because it is very, very labor intensive, especially when you're working in a commercial spa. That turnaround time, ooh, they don't care. Like, it is very like in and out the door, as many clients as we can fit in. Luxury about working for yourself is you can control that, so you don't have to be so burnt out just to make the money that you want to make. And that's also the beauty of working for yourself. But I definitely feel like sacrificing that time and gaining the experience is unmatched. Working in a spa, it's unmatched. But please make sure y'all take care of yourself. Like, you really have to take care of yourself. Really important, or else you're not really going to be able to do facials like that. Like, I'm talking back problems. I'm 20 years old. I feel like, oh my god, I need a massage, everything. This can be applied to all areas in your life, not just if you're looking to go to esthetician school, but never stop learning. Never stop learning about what it is that you're passionate about, interested in, anything that you want to see results from. You better never stop learning about it, because guess what? You're not going to see any results when the day that you put that textbook down, the day that you stop Googling it every single day. Why? Keep going. The only thing that can happen is if you keep going is a surplus of blessings, honestly. Like, just keep going. Never stop learning. Like I said, I love learning, so for me, I'll like get intrigued, like, ooh, like, let me learn about this. But I can't say everyone's like that. So if you're the type of person where you're like not really good about retaining information, or just, you know, wanting to be eager to learn, you want to get in the habit of that. Just because you went to school, like I said, does not mean that you know everything. You're going to learn something new every single week, day, year that you start working inside of this industry. And last but not least, be professional. Professionalism is, honestly, at this point, it is a skill, because a lot of people will get lax in this industry because they feel as though, since we're not, you know, wearing suits and ties in corporate America 9 to 5, whatever the case may be, and the setting is a lot more lax, and, you know, your clients kind of become close to you like your girlfriends, they still deserve, because they're paying for that service, professionalism from you. Just because your client gets comfortable with you does not mean that you get comfortable with your client, does not mean that you get lax with your client. They are comfortable with you like that because you have served them this quality of service and professionalism and customer service this whole time. If you guys are ever wondering, I don't know why my clients don't come back, or you'll be booked and then only 2 people pre-book, that is a problem. Like, your clients, when they leave, like, they should be asking, how often should I be getting a facial? Like, that should be one of the #1 questions, because that means that, you know, you did your job and they were comfortable. Being professional is also really big about making sure your clients are comfortable, because if you're not professional, you're not going to ask the right questions, you're not going to care, you're not going to have that empathy, and you're not going to understand consumer behavior. So that's another thing. Consumer behavior, it's a whole other video. Who am I am not a marketing guru, okay guys? Like, I really am self-taught. I taught myself small things here and there. Like I said, I don't stop learning. So put your mind to something, do it, don't stop, go 150,000%, and have a positive mindset towards it. That's another thing. Make sure that you're doing this with positive mindset and positive intentions, because if you are not, what do you expect out of it? That's like you not believing in you. For real, it's not like you believing in yourself. So if you don't believe in yourself, who is? So I hope that really helped a few of you guys, if not all, that are watching this video. If you guys would like me to go more into depth, or if you guys have any more questions, please ask in the comment section. And I actually have something I'm working on that will be really exciting for anyone who found this video very helpful, or anyone who is yearning for more. Please stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram at Fresh Face Skin Bar, because that's where I post the most, as well as Facebook, but they're linked. So Facebook and Instagram is where I post the most. It's where you'll get all of my updates. And then my website is freshfaceskinbar.com. I'll be dropping self-care t-shirts very, very soon. Some self-care merch very, very soon. So guys, please stay tuned.